Yes. Assalamu alaikum, ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum. This lesson is specifically for the beginners. If you're not a beginner, you can either stay silently or you leave until we come to your turn. In this lesson, we shall be discussing an important basic part of the Arabic learning, which is learning the vowels of the Arabic language. And this, I'm going to make it very simple to you, inshallah. It's going to be in bits. First, let's begin this way. In the English language, for those of us who are good at the English language, you know that there are 5 vowels, basic vowels. These are a, e, o, and u. Why we have these 5 in the English language? In the Arabic language, only 3 of these are functional, and these are the a, e, and u. This is to say that the Arabic language doesn't have the vowels o and e. So let's cancel them out. E is cancelled and o is cancelled. Now we are left with the a, e, and u. Now, what are the letters we use to represent this in the Arabic language? They are no letters, because all of the letters of the Arabic language are considered to be consonant, because they come with consonant sounds as we have in the English language. You know that the English language turned letter A, letter E, I, letter O, and letter U into vowels. The Arabic language have distinct signs that it uses for its vowels, and these signs are the dash that you can see above a letter, or the dash you see under a letter, or even this sign that looks like the letter wa. Now we said we only have 3 sounds or 3 vowels in the Arabic language, and these are the a. So let's pick the a of the English language and represent it and attach it to the a of the Arabic language. This a you have here as a letter A in the English language. In the Arabic language, the sign that comes for it is the dash sign that you can see on top of any letter. So this is a, as you can see it. Anytime you see a letter, carry in this sign above it, this dash sign above it, just know that the sound will be ending with a. We'll come back to that. The same thing going for the sound E, which is the vowel sound of the English language E. The sign, the equivalent sign in the Arabic language is a dash that you see under every letters of the Arabic language. Sometimes you see the letter ba carry in this sign, dash under it, even letter ta, and all of the letters could appear with this sign. So anytime you see any letter of the Arabic language appearing with a dash sign under it, just know that this letter is going to end with the E sound, which is the vowel E. Now coming to the last sound, the third sound, which is the U. This is the third vowel sound of the Arabic language, and in English it is the U letter. In the Arabic, we simply have this as the small sign which looks like the letter wa. So this is the U. Again, Arabic language only has 3 vowels. The first one is the a, the second is the e, and the third is the u. Now, how can we put this into practical? Let's look at some of the letters of the Arabic language which you are already familiar with. Let's pick 3 of these letters. The first one is the letter ba. Let's also pick the letter jim, and let's pick letter nun. All of these letters, you know their names: ba, jim, and nun. These are their names. But in pronunciation, you pronounce them like without sound, because standing alone, they do not have any sound until there is an attachment of one of the 3 vowels which we have learned earlier, the a, e, u. So in order for us to pronounce the first letter we can see here, we do not call it ta. That's not the pronunciation, rather the name. So we simply pronounce it as t, t, t. Just like letter T in the English language, without an attachment of a, you pronounce it as what? T, 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 t. Coming to the second letter, the letter jim. That is the name. But in pronunciation, you simply touch and leave it. So you say G, 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 G. You don't say G, nor Ju, or Ja. That is wrong because the sound is G, G, G. Just like the letter J, 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 J. Coming to the last example, which is the letter Nun. This is the name. But standing alone, you don't pronounce it as either Na, Ni, or Nu. Rather, you just touch and leave it. You simply say N, 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 like the letter N in the English language. This, we have said, is applicable to all of the letters of the Arabic language. So when you see them without the R sound, the E sound, or the U sound, just know that they are silent letters. So you simply pronounce them silently. Like the letter Ba, you simply say B, B, B. The letter Ta, you simply say T, T, T. The letter Jim, you simply say J, J, J. And the rest goes as such. Now coming back, in order to pronounce any of these letters with a vowel, picking the letter Ba, let's see how we are going to pronounce it if it has the R sound above it. And the R sound is a sign dash, which is above it. This sign has a name, and the name is Fatha. Again, Fatha. That is the sound. So, and the sound is R. The name is Fatha, the sound is R. So if you have the letter Ba, which ordinarily you pronounce it as B, 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 and you can see an attachment of this R sound above it, so you simply pronounce it as what? B-A, B-A, B-A. So to blend it, you say Ba. And you see, very easy. So you blend it together to give it the sound Ba. So first, B, B, B. When you attach R to it, it gives you Ba. Ba, 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 ba. The same thing goes for the letter Ta, ta, ta. This letter, ordinarily you pronounce it as what? T, 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 t. Just the sound, you press soundlessly. There is not a silent manner. T, t, t. But if you have to attach this sign, which is the R sound above it, it gives you T, A. Ta. So you simply say ta, ta, by blending it. Ta, ta, ta. Good. Coming to letter Jim, this letter, since it is a silent letter, you pronounce it as what? J, 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 J. But if there's an attachment of the R sound, which is the sign of Fatha, you simply say J-A, J-A. So you blend it to give you Ja, Ja. Good. So anytime you see any letter with an attachment of this sign of dash above it, just know that you're going to be adding the R sound, which is like the A to it in the English language. So you simply say Ba. It's like B and A to give you Ba. When you have Ja, it is like J and A to give you Ja. But the Arabic language only makes use of these signs. Coming to the second sign, which is the E sound, which is a dash usually placed under a letter. Picking the first letter, which is the letter Ba that we have used. If you see this letter Ba and you see this dash under it, this dash is called Kesra. This dash is called what? Kesra. So you simply pronounce the letter silently first by simply saying B, 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 B. Then you attach it to E to give you B, E, B, E. To blend it, it gives you the result of B. Good. It gives you B. Again, B, B, B plus E to give you B, E. So when you say B, it is like the B of the English language. Then the E is the I sound that you have. It's the I letter, which is sound E. So it gives B, E, B. Good. Coming to letter Ta, it is T, T, T originally. Then when you attach the E sound to it, it gives you T, E, T, E, T. Good. T. Good. The letter Jim, the same thing. So you simply say J, J, J plus the E, to give you G. So the G here is like the J that you have, the G plus the E sound to give you G, G. You can now see, before we move on to the last sound, the last vowel, let's quickly have a recap or a revision session so we can know if we already understand this. Let's consider the following on the board. The first letter you can see, it is the letter B, ba, ba, ba. And it has a dash above it. How do you pronounce that? Ba. Good. Ba. You are really improving. Ba, 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 ba. Then the second letter is the letter Ba also. But this time it has a dash under it. So this will be pronounced as B-E. B-E. To give you B. So join them together to have B-A. B-E. Ba-B. 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 Good. We are really moving. Now the next we can see is the letter Ta in two places. Ta, ta. But the first one has the sound E under it. So that will easily be pronounced as T. T-E. T. While the second also has the sound E under it. So you have T-E. T-E. To blend it, T-T. 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 Good. T-T. T-E. T-E. T-T. Good. Now coming to the next letter, it is the letter G. Here the letter G has the first sound as the R sound above it, the dash on top of it. So it gives you G-R. That is jar. Very easy. Then the second G has also the R sound above it to give you J-R. So you say ja, 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 ja. MashaAllah. Now let's join these two letters together in several letters which are also joined together. These two sounds together. Now you can see we have Ba, we have Ta, we have Jim. Yes, so the first Ba has E, so it is already B-E, B. The Ta has A, so it is Beta, Beta. Good afternoon, Beta. Then the Jim has E, so Beta-G, Beta-G. All these examples we are giving, it is just to improve you so you know how to call and pronounce these vowel sounds when you come across them both in the Quran and in all of the other Arabic texts that you come across. Now that is for the R sound and the E sound, which we call the Fatha and the Kesra. Now coming to the last vowel, which is the one that looks exactly like the Wa, but it is usually smaller, very small, because it will be written above a letter. And we said this sign is pronounced as U. It is the U vowel, U, 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 and it is called Dhamma. Again, Dhamma, Dhamma. To pronounce this is very easy because we have already learned Fatha and Kisra. Let's consider the letter Ba, the letter Ba. This letter, as it stands alone, it is pronounced silently as B, 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 B. Okay, consider that the U is added on the top to give you B, U. B, U is like the Ba plus U. So to give you Boo. So B, U, B, U, Boo, Boo. That is the blending. Boo. We blended it together to give you Boo. MashaAllah. Now let's look for another letter to use. Let's take the letter Kaf. The letter Kaf. This letter ordinarily will be pronounced silently as a consonant letter without any sound at the end as K, 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 K. Good. So this letter, if you are to put the U sound above it, it will give you K, U, like the letter K plus U to give you Ku. Good. Ku. Again, K, U. Ku, 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 Ku. This is very easy. To recap, in the Arabic language we have three vowels. The first vowel is the Fatha, which is the dash sign usually placed above any of the Arabic letters. The second vowel is called the Kesra. Kesra. This Kesra, it is a dash sign usually placed under every letters of the Arabic language, and this has the sound of E. While the Fatha has the sound of A, this one has the sound of E. The third vowel we have is the one that looks like a small wa letter. This is also usually placed above in all the letters of the Arabic language. However, this has a sign of U. So this is to say that in the Arabic language, the vowels we have are A, I, U. Again, A, I, U, A, I, U, A, I, U. We don't have E and we don't have O as distinct sounds. However, sometimes when you read, there are some combination of letters that could also give you the sound of O. Sometimes you hear the sound of O sometimes, and some letters originally have the O sound in them. So those ones are going to retain it, but in the next lesson we will come to that. Now you can go back, take the Quran, try searching the letters and seeing what vowels are on them. I hope you benefited from this session. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reward you abundantly for staying tuned, and we ask Him to grant us beneficial knowledge. Until we meet again, Jazakumullahu khairan for staying tuned. Make sure you like, share with your friends so they would also benefit from this lesson, and do not even forget to join our membership for members only content, and don't forget to hit on the join button for to join our membership in order to be part of our members. Until we meet again, Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum